How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Nimba Burgess. I teach 11th grade U.S. History and Senior History of the Americas here at Jim Hill High School.
All right, and today I'm going to be asking her a few questions on gender debate and healthy relationships. So, first question, what do you mostly look for in a relationship?
What I mostly look for is structure, consistency, standards, and reliability.
What is the biggest mistake your partner can make while being in a relationship with you?
Not being forthcoming about different things that go on throughout our relationship.
Like,
Let's see. Let's say, for instance, you have children and you deny the fact that you have children, and then one day I see you walking with a child that automatically become yours.
if you are not feeling the same about your relationship, what would you do?
I would actually have a sit-down conversation with that person. Meaning I would pull them maybe to dinner and let them know exactly how I feel about our situation.
What do women most desire?
Structure and consistency, in my opinion.
All right, that concludes.
How you doing today? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Coach Paget, Jim Hill, track coach.
Alright. Today we're gonna be talking about gender debates on healthy relationships.
Okay.
Okay, I have a few questions for you, and the first question is, would you say that your partner understands how you feel?
Would I say that my partner understands how I feel? Yes, I do believe my partner understands how I feel.
How important chemistry is to you?
To me,
Yes.
in a relationship,
Yes.
chemistry is very important in a relationship.
Can you explain like what exactly?
Yes, I know my calculus. It says me plus you equals us.
When you and your partner disagree on something, what do you do to resolve the issue?
I turn. I'm joking. The next advice is not good. Oh, we just talk it out. Simple. Might have to buy a couple roses, some chocolate, or something like that.
How does, tell me, what do you think? How does your partner feel about the way that you live?
The way that I live,
Yes.
how do I feel? What is my opinion, or what is my thought about how she feels about how I live?
Yes.
Oh, she loves the way I live. She ain't got no choice. She ain't got no choice. I mean, I put a ring on it and she married me, you know, so she gotta be satisfied. We're still married. Going strong, man.
Thank you. And that,
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. May you introduce yourself?
My name is Miss Mabry, and I'm a teacher at Jim Hill High School. I teach family and consumer science.
All right, and today we're going to talk about gender debate about healthy relationship. The first question, do you expect your partner to have the same goals as you?
Do I expect my partner to have the same goals? I expect for us to have similar goals, and I expect for us to help each other reach our goals. They don't necessarily have to be the same, but I expect for us to support each other.
Next question, have you ever had a partner that cheated on you? If so, how did you react?
Yes, I've had a partner that has cheated, and I reacted probably like any other person would react. I wanted to know why the partner cheated on me, and I ended the relationship.
How did you end it?
How did I end the relationship? I broke up with the person, and I stopped taking phone calls, and I stopped communication.
Next question, how important is communication in a relationship?
Communication is probably the most important part of a relationship. It allows the other person to know what they expect from you, and then it also helps you build together.
And the final question, how important is financial stability in a relationship?
Financial stability probably can tear a relationship apart because in order to survive in this world, you have to be financially stable. And if the other person doesn't have a sense of financial stability, then it weighs another person down.
Thank you.
I'm Coach Lewis. I'm the Varsity Boys basketball coach here, as well as the IBP and health instructor.
And I'm Damon Carson, and I'm going to be telling you about health relationships and gender debates. The first question is, if you and your partner could switch roles, what would you do differently?
I would probably say, just speaking from a male perspective, sometimes a lot of females say that we don't communicate as well. So if we were to switch roles, I wouldn't harp so much on communication, but understand that things are unique in relationships, and men and women are going to be differently. And men and women are going to act differently, so just take all that in perspective and trust each other without having to communicate so much all the time. That's just from a male perspective.
Have you ever had someone that cheated on you before?
No.
What do you mostly look for in a relationship?
I look for someone with a sense of humor, someone that's not really just so uptight, but down to earth, laid back, into a lot of recreational things. I like to travel. So definitely somebody that's ready to see the world, a free spirit, not an old-fashioned type person, but very spontaneous, get up and go type personality. That's what I look forward to.
Would you say that your partner understands what you are feeling?
Well, back to communication. Sometimes it's men we don't really share our feelings a lot, but I try to do that a little bit more than I used to. But I guess as men, sometimes we just think that based on our mannerisms, females should understand how we feel. That ain't always the case, but as a man, sometimes we're not that open. So we all should work better to be more open-minded and communicate better and let them know how we feel. So to answer your question, I always don't, but I can do a better job of it.
Ma'am.
That's about it. Thank you.
What's up? My name is Deshaun Burgess. What's up? My name is Taylor James.
What's up? My name is Diamond Carson.
So how you doing? My name is Kevin Brown.
And we are doing our project on gender debate and